1. Definition and importance of collective bargaining. Definition. Collective bargaining is a structured negotiation process between employers and employee representatives aimed at agreeing on terms and conditions of employment, including wages, working hours, benefits, grievance procedures, and workplace rules. Importance: ensures fair treatment and equitable compensation, promotes industrial harmony and productivity, provides a mechanism for conflict prevention and dispute resolution, strengthens employee engagement and organizational stability. Key insight: collective bargaining is a strategic tool for creating mutual trust, fairness, and sustainable industrial relations. 2. Phases of collective bargaining preparation. Phase: data collection, wages, benefits, productivity metrics, and legal requirements. Stakeholder analysis, understanding priorities of management and unions. Goal setting, defining achievable and strategic objectives for negotiation. Negotiation phase: face-to-face discussions between employer representatives and union delegates. Use of interest-based versus positional bargaining strategies. Employing communication, persuasion, and conflict management skills. Agreement phase: drafting clear, comprehensive, and legally compliant agreements, ensuring inclusion of clauses on wages, benefits, working conditions, grievance procedures, and dispute resolution, verification and approval by both parties. Implementation phase: monitoring compliance with the agreement. Periodic review and adjustment based on organizational and workforce changes. 3. Types of collective bargaining. Distributive, positional. Bargaining: focused on dividing limited resources, often adversarial. Example: negotiating fixed budget allocations for wages. Integrative, interest-based. Bargaining: focused on mutual gains, collaboration, and problem-solving. Example: designing flexible working hours, benefiting both employees and employers. Productivity or gain sharing. Bargaining: linking employee benefits with organizational performance. Encourages shared responsibility for productivity improvement. Key insight: choosing the appropriate bargaining strategy is critical to achieving win-win outcomes and sustaining industrial peace. 4. Preparation and strategy in collective bargaining. Research and analysis, collecting internal and external data on wages, labor market trends, legal requirements, and competitor policies. Stakeholder mapping, identifying priorities, non-negotiables, and potential concessions of all parties. Negotiation tactics: active listening and empathy, persuasion and framing arguments, compromise and creative problem-solving contingency planning. Preparing for potential disputes, strikes, or deadlocks. Key insight: success in collective bargaining depends heavily on rigorous preparation, strategic insight, and adaptive negotiation skills. 5. Role of unions and management in collective bargaining. Unions represent employee interests, advocate for fair terms, propose alternatives, and ensure compliance with labor law management. Balance organizational goals with workforce needs, negotiate in good faith, and maintain operational efficiency. Collaborative approach emphasizes mutual respect, transparency, and shared problem-solving to achieve sustainable agreements. Key insight: a cooperative approach fosters long-term relationships, trust, and organizational stability. 6. Challenges in modern collective bargaining. Globalization and international labor standards. Workforce diversity and generational differences. Technological disruptions and automation. Legal compliance and regulatory changes. Balancing efficiency with employee satisfaction. Key insight: modern bargaining requires flexibility, strategic insight, and proactive problem-solving to address emerging workplace challenges.